It's that time. Whoa, you did cross dissolve me in.
Well,
Hi, everybody. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. I told them we got to cut in. Anyways,
you didn't do jazz hands either.
I know because I couldn't because I'm sitting there.
You didn't get all crazy. You just were like, you looked at yourself.
It's time for another sizzling episode of Bacon on the Rocks.
Oh, I like the sizzling.
You know where that came from?
It's
AI. Yeah.
It's the AI broadcast. Yeah.
So I'm here with Mike Brucker and Xavier. Xavier, pop up Mike there. Show him what's going on. Get it off my mug. There he is.
I'm worried about Mike.
There's Mike. No, you're fine. Your face is fine. It looks gorgeous. There he is. Oh, look at that. Xavier's throwing up the lower. Mike can't say it. There's a lower third going up with your name.
Oh.
And we have the old Twitter logo right there. Look at that sweet brush. You can reach out to Mike.
I can see it.
Just a little bit there.
You didn't even need to get the extra TV, I guess.
And then we got Xavier, so go ahead, Xavier. I don't know if you have your lower third. Yeah. Look at Xavier's setup.
There you go.
Look at that.
Oh.
What is that? Yeah, so we're doing a new setup because Xavier has more control, and he wasn't happy. And number two, Xavier really wanted to do this because he wanted to give you a way to look at yourself because that was your biggest complaint. And so we're trying to make it happen. So
tricky.
If you saw what the table looked like right now, it's a complete disaster.
So I have to really look at the camera now this time instead.
But what's that?
I said I have to really look at the camera. Yeah, it is a disaster in here.
It is a disaster.
I do. I get PTSD from coming early here and then realizing, like, I rushed because I was a few minutes late, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
I came in on
Well, part of it is because if you saw my thing on Facebook.
Nobody would really understand out there, but we went back to the old school broadcast live method.
Well, honestly, it works a lot better.
Whatever that is.
Yeah. So
there's some improvements to be made to certain products that are on the market today. So eventually they'll get there.
I know. It's not easy to stream.
Soon you're going to launch the Bacon on the Rocks Podcaster 4000, right?
It's just a lot of bacon strips.
Bacon on the Rocks Podcaster 4000. Coming to you live.
Get it now!
You know, if that camera wasn't there when Xavier does the thing where he looks, if the camera wasn't there, it would be like one of those infinite things. Like,
yeah.
Because there's a third head.
You can barely see it over the camera.
Right?
Yeah.
So if the camera wasn't there, it would be like one of those ones that goes on and on and on.
It just keeps going and going and going and going. Xavier's always there. Yeah. That's right. So
we do have a special guest on. We have Xavier's
repeated self over and over again.
Yeah, his pseudo self.
But
okay.
Xavier, why don't we throw up the phone number? So right now we're live. We're on YouTube, so you can definitely check us out. You can give us a call, and you can call in. Mike's phone is set up, so that way you can call in. Now it's not his personal number. No, it's not that. It's our own Bacon on the Rocks number. I know people be like, "Ooh, I can talk to Mike whenever I want." Yeah, and keep the number up. I gotta read it. Oh, there we go. Thank you. So you can give us a call at 315-728-9151, and you can interact with us at the show. And we would love to hear from you. And when we're not doing the show, you can still call the number if you listen to us on the podcast after. If you're watching the show and we're not live right now, you can still call in and leave a message. And guess what? We'll play that message.
Right. It's always there, so you can
that's
right.
Call. It's 24/7.
Like if you're driving to work tomorrow and you're just like, I'm just
Xavier, put him on. Let's talk.
No, don't do it.
There you go.
Okay. I'm very conscious about the head thing now because you had to say the head thing. So.
Well, it's because of the light on your eye.
Right. Before he cuts back, I'll flip my head backwards.
Okay, everybody. So we'll look at this. So go ahead. Okay, so now it's back on me. See how I don't have my hat in front of me because what'll happen is the shadowing goes on my face, and then you're not able to see my gorgeous eyes that no one has ever said that I've had. So anyways, okay, Mike has flipped it over, and there he is.
Oh, see.
Oh, look at that.
It's kind of weird though because it's white, and I'm wearing a white shirt. It just looks weird, but okay.
Yeah.
You can see my face now, though.
We can see your face. Yeah, definitely look over. Yeah,
that's better.
Yeah, you can definitely. I mean, but I like you wearing the head. I mean, you're good with the head the other way. The head only works this way with me because when I'll flip mine around. So I don't like mine.
Let's see.
It just never looks good whenever I wear it this way. So
yeah, but the lighting is better for you over there. See, you still stay bright. You stay bright.
I got to catch myself.
I'm in like a funky shadowy. I'm in a funky shadowy spot. You're not fast enough. Do it again.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
You almost broke your neck.
I need to expose it.
On the next episode of Bacon on the Rocks, Chuck in a neck brace.
I feel like, I don't know why I'm in track.
Chuck in full body coat. Chuck in a full body coat.
You got to roll me up in a bed. So.
No, that's good. Yeah, so the phone number. So imagine if I gave you the wrong phone number.
I know.
And people are calling in to some other number. And we just didn't figure it out.
That's okay.
Imagine
that'd be funny.
Somebody's laying in bed. Why do you keep calling here?
Bacon on the Rocks?
What is this bacon? The real guy calls in. Somebody calls in and says, "Can you change your number? Because it's the wrong number."
Yeah. No, that's okay.
I think I gave the right number.
So no, it's good. We've had people call.
Okay.
What was I going to talk about? Okay, so I want to start off with saying I almost told Mike not to come this week because I have been nothing, and Xavier can attest to this, but bad luck.
Yeah, bad luck.
Since
Chuck.
like Saturday, nothing has been going right.
Oh my
for
God,
me.
you could make a movie. Remember Good Luck Chuck?
Yeah, well,
Bad Luck Chuck.
Yeah, that's me lately. So here's.
I saw a video of you trying to fix a car today.
Well, yeah, that was me. That was letting everybody know. Oh,
look
at that! Oh, Xavier!
I didn't know you fixed cars. It was new to me.
I replaced the starter on the Sunday, and it still hasn't fixed the car. I dropped $300 for a starter that I guess I didn't need.
You put it in yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a boss. See?
So I did that. But long story short is Donna had an issue with the car. It's drawing power from somewhere. The car's dying. So she didn't tell me by accident, and I was out in Troy with Xavier this past weekend. And the next thing you know is I'm sitting in the parking lot, and the car says, "Oh, I had it in accessory mode, so it was like on." Yeah, so don't get me wrong, it was like on. And
you probably got all those TVs.
Then I got it. Nope, don't have any of that. But then all of a sudden I hear a ding, and I look at the dash, and it says, "Please turn your car on, or battery's gonna die." So just as I was about to touch the key, gone. Didn't even give me much time. So then wouldn't start. A nice guy came over with his car, hooked it up to his battery. We tried to start it, still wouldn't start. And so the next thing you know is we're with Geico, called Roadside Assistance. The thing is, I typed it in, I don't have the app. I typed it in Google search and popped up. There was a number, called it, took all my information, and they said, okay, well, we're going to bill you up front, but then the insurance will pay it after. And I was like, sounds weird, but okay, I've never had to deal with it.
That sounds weird.
What happened was when I looked back at the number, it's a third party. That is not Geico. And I just dropped $309 to jumpstart my car. And then I just dropped another $300+ to do the starter because that wasn't the problem. Because the battery and the alternator are fine as far as I can tell. Everybody's tested it and said it's fine. But there's something drawn.
Third-party company crap. Wow,
it was from India.
So
they were in India, and it's a total scam. So you
put a new starter in it.
Put a new starter in it.
You put a new battery in it.
No, haven't done that yet. The battery so far says it's good. So
what you got to do now is you got to charge the battery all the way up. You got to put
doing it right now.
You got to put your multimeter on there to show the draw. You can set it up so that you can show the draw. And then start pulling fuses. Like start with like radio or entertainment. And then
radio is already pulled actually because that's what I thought it was.
And then eventually you'll find the one that's doing it and then go back from there. I had a car that did that a while back and it was like the remote starter.
See, the thing is, I don't have anything that can find the draw. We can't find where it's draw. Like whatever my dad has for a meter, it's not.
Any multimeter should work. It's just the way you connect it.
We tried all different things, and it's just not connecting to it. I'll show you it after. It's right in the garage. But
I'll hook something up and I'll show you. Because I had like literally something was drawing only like 2 or 3 volts.
Yeah.
From my and I'm like, what the heck is this? And went through, and it was the remote start module.
Yeah.
Was just drawing power for whatever reason. So I guess it was bad. So I just said, well, just unplug that. I can start my own car.
Yeah. Hey, if you got any tips for cars and how to fix them, I mean, Mike, I definitely trust like 100%. But if you got any tips, guess what? You can go to the YouTube channel that we're on right now. If you're watching us live, you can write to Xavier.
Yeah, I'm so bored.
Xavier is so bored.
Yeah. He's waiting. Just send anything.
Yeah, he'll love to sit there and talk and chat with anybody. Just sit there, send him a message. He'll write back to you. His fingers are right there.
You can have like a full-blown chat session going with somebody.
Yeah, we won't even know what's going on. He'll be like, these guys suck, man. I hate doing this.
Oh my God, he could
once
talk
a week.
bad about it.
He could.
Imagine? Oh my God.
We'll see it. I mean, later on, and then we can beat his ass or his butt later.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oops.
So that happened. That's okay.
Speaking of starting cars,
so
I started driving my other car that requires a key, but all the other cars I have are push button start.
Okay, yeah.
So every single time I get in the car,
you just throw it in the cup holder or something, or
it looks like I'm hunting, like you know how people hunt and peck on a keyboard. So I literally get in the car with the key. I put the key in the cup holder and I go like this.
Yeah.
But there's no button.
It's like where'd it go?
And then after like a few seconds of doing this, I go, oh shoot! And I gotta put the key in there and turn it. Like
yeah. See, my habit is throwing. I see my Jeep's like that, but my parents, they let me borrow their car today. And so my mom's is exactly that. It's the key that you got to put in the ignition and turn. So I had the key, got in the car, threw it in the cup holder because that's where I always put mine. And next thing you know is I'm like, oh crap.
But I haven't locked.
I didn't look for the button though because I knew it didn't have it. But I was like going forward to put the key.
I haven't had to go into the house to get the keys after unlocking the door and then going back outside.
Yeah.
Because like I do that a lot. Like, I'm like here's the key.
Yeah.
You know, go in the house, come back. Yeah. So.
Xavier, he's talking. Dad. Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so that's the thing. You go we'll pull in the driveway. Like say you forget something at the house, you got to go back in.
Mm-hmm.
So you give somebody the key to go in, or you go in yourself with the key, and the car's either running or not running, and then you go in, and somebody doesn't bring the key back. And like, we need the key. So So now that I have an normal like ignition key, I don't ever have that problem now, unless I drive the other vehicle. So today I got the other car, and I was like, I'm like, oh shoot, now it's the opposite. So stupid cars.
So I had a question here. No. I was driving to work today, and this came up, and I was like, I could never do this to people. So during a wedding, because you shot some weddings and stuff like that before in your past. I've done some weddings in my past. We both been married. So I guess this is more like honestly a girl thing than it is a guy thing. But like, you know, the maids of honor, and so the bride says, oh, you know, you send out or ask people to be your maids of honor, whatever it would be. But a bride, I guess it's a thing that they sit there and say, yeah, can you cover up your tattoos because I don't want them shown for my pictures. Did you ever? I mean, I know we weren't really we're really in the tattoo era where it's like that was kind of the thing where more people are definitely getting more tattoos.
I've shot a ton of weddings, and I just.
And they just like, had them, right?
As I go back, I'm just thinking, like, I haven't really shot a lot of people with tattoos. Like, so, no, don't do it. I like it because I can see the screen there, and I'm like, oh, perfect, he's not showing me.
No, this is not it.
Because my hat is weird. I'm going to put my hat on sideways next, but I don't know. But if there are there, I don't know. But I mean, I guess it's not a bad request. Like,
yeah, but
because I mean, some people can kind of get out of control.
Okay.
You know, so I don't know.
But then do you actually ask that person to be in your party? You'd be like, you know what, they got like, especially nowadays, people are getting like implants, like whatever those things are, like in their skin, and then the big, you know, their ears are kind of stretching them out a little bit. I mean, if that's not what you want, I mean again,
I guess if I was like having a
would you ask someone?
If I was having a wedding and I was friends with like the Island Boys, those guys, I'd probably just not ask them. Because it might throw that might throw the chi of the wedding off a little bit, right? So
and then it's like you might create some drama or hurt their feelings.
But I mean, everybody's got friends that either have tattoos or don't have tattoos. It's not like a tattooed person just has only tattooed friends. Yeah, you know, tattoos. I have tattoos, like whatever. Like, you know, Chuck tells me to wear long sleeves covering up in the podcast.
That's right. There's a lot of strict rules of baking on the.
No, it's 100 in here. That's why I'm wearing long sleeve shirt because Chuck's like, tonight can you cover up your tattoos?
Yeah. Anybody writing, Xavier?
No.
Oh, I saw some words over there in text. I was like, ooh, wait a minute.
You
guys making me sign in.
What?
You guys making me sign in.
So we weren't streaming?
No, we were.
Oh, whatever. Okay, we're still going. Doesn't matter. The podcast is going.
That's scary.
Hey, that's our engineer over there. He's got to do.
He's like, oh wait, I want to show you this.
Oh, he's checking it. He's checking his work. So, anyways, switch gears here a little bit. Yesterday was 9/11.
Yes, sir.
Don't want to make it. I don't want to make the podcast sour. That's not really what it's for. But I mean, I want to acknowledge it. I want to, we've never really acknowledged it here on the podcast. No. I don't think we've ever really done a 9/11 episode. So it's been 20. The biggest thing that got me, it's been 22 years, and it doesn't feel like it's been 22 years at all. I mean, what was your thing? Where were you?
I was homesick from work.
Really? Okay.
On the couch. And I was just
waiting for Bob Barker to come on.
Yeah, really. Like, it was one of those, like we talk about, it was one of those days. I was like, oh, Price is Right. Here we go. And I remember, like, turning on the TV, and, it was all this skepticism, like, oh, there's a fire, and then somebody says they saw a plane. It was a plane, and I'm thinking, oh, like a Cessna hit the, right? And and then, like, like everybody else in America was watching that same broadcast, and then actually saw as it was going the second plane, and then you were just like,
ooh,
yeah. You're like, whoa. And I remember my grandfather called me immediately, and he's like, don't go down there, there's nothing you can do. Like, he was like freaking out, like he thought I was gonna immediately like get in the car and rush down there and try to like help and do whatever, but he was like, there's nothing you can do, don't go down there. He was worried like that I would go down there. So, but it was just like, like in awe. And then I talk to people from work, and they're talking about like what it was like at work, or I left early, and I was like, whoa, like it's just, that day was just crazy. It changed everything.
Yeah. I was in college. It was second year, I think. Yeah, second year. And so classes had just started, classes had just started. Yep. And I remember I was in English. And so the teacher's sitting there, saying some stuff. And there was this one girl kind of in the back. And wasn't my favorite person. She had an attitude. She had like a very sharp attitude. And
sharp.
Yeah, I don't know how to. She was just
sharp attitude.
She just had she had a horrible attitude. Yeah. And I just remember. I don't care. I don't care. I don't even remember.
Maybe she'll call in.
She won't even remember. She doesn't remember. Whatever. I don't care. Anyways, so all of a sudden her phone's ringing, And so the teacher's like, no phones ringing, please.
Right, but
and
that
so,
was probably like the call,
but
right?
that was
like the
she was
call.
from New York
Oh
City.
my God.
And was getting a call, and so at first ignored it, like shut the phone down for class, but then got a second ring. And that's the rule in my house. Like, if you call twice in a row after you've already been like shut down once, it's an emergency and you just move on. And so then, but the thing was, instead of like getting up and walking out of class, she just answered the phone right there during class, which at the moment, you don't know what's going on. At the moment, it's like, really, you're gonna do that? You couldn't, And so she answered the phone, and then like they must whatever they said. Then she just got up and like walked right out the door. And
maybe they had called like multiple times. Maybe they called multiple times.
They might have.
Was like, I gotta answer this right now.
They might.
The crazy thing was, no matter like where you were, like people all started to congregate in front of TVs and like like watching, like they went wherever there was a TV and like turned it on, and people were like, what is going on? Like it was.
Yeah, well, she walked out of the room just like and the teacher's like, "Excuse me," it was kind of we were.
She didn't know like what happened to you.
Nobody knew. Yeah, and so then class actually went through the whole time. We finished class, and then after that, I had a break. So then I went over to Donna's dorm room, and she hadn't left for class yet. And then the TV, and then like you said, the TV was on. Yeah. And I had the same experience as you, but instead of like, but it was like a day or two after. Donna and my mom like sat me down and they said, "You're not going to join the army now," because they knew that's exactly where I would go. I'm like, our country's under attack. Guess where I'm going? And that was absolutely going through my mind. And they read it like a book. And
well, at the time I was like,
like, you ain't going nowhere, boy.
I was like volunteer fighter, and all this other stuff. So like, that's why my grandfather called. He's like, stay here. Like, he was just trying to keep me here. It was crazy.
Yeah. Now, did you? I mean,
if I wasn't sick, who knows? But I'm sure there was like a flooding of people trying to go help and do whatever, and that kind of causes more of a
problem than it does a solution.
So I stayed put. That's it. That's all I can do.
Did you? I mean, and I hope not. I mean, did you have any family or anybody close down there at all, or not really?
No, not really.
Okay.
So that was good. Yeah. I mean, I have friends and other things like that, but nobody that was like directly affected.
Yeah.
So I mean, that's kind of I mean, not a good thing or a bad thing, but
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But I do know the next day though I went out and bought an American flag and made sure I put it up like super proud of my house. And I remember at that time like there was like so many flags like everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
Almost like there was like a commercial. You remember the commercial they had like shortly after
the Budweiser one?
And it was like
golf horses.
It was like the flags everywhere.
Oh,
like it showed like a neighborhood and there was like no flags, and then it was like a neighborhood with all the flags up. It was kind of like that.
I don't remember.
It seems like everybody kind of just like came together and. It felt
which is what we need more of
right. It felt
now
good. Like,
is being together instead of apart.
Isn't that crazy how like you can like come together and then easily like drift back to where you were? Yeah,
it's kind of sad how
we should always be together.
We should be fighting together. And the thing is, I don't want to get into it, but there's
22 years, but like you said, it feels like yesterday.
Yeah. It does. It absolutely does.
It never like goes away. It's like always there. Like and that day for like it's always like if I have an appointment or something going on that day, I'm always just like, can we do another day? Like
I know.
I don't even want to like. Yeah. It's weird because I don't know.
Yeah, and I felt bad. I was working with one guy in the comments, and he was right from New York City, Long Island area, and had friends and people down that way. Yeah. And we were listening. I don't know if we turned the TVs on at the Odd or something like that, but it was 9/11 or something like that, and he was very upset with us that we were watching the shows.
Right,
he didn't want to like relive it, so I felt bad about that. Yeah. Didn't want and we didn't know. It's not like we knew and we did it anyways. It was like we didn't know, and he's just like, you know what, guys.
The thing that's crazy that like
stop doing it, and we're like, oh, sorry.
Like how fast like the cell phone grid and like phone grids can go down from the volume.
Yep.
Like. That's something that you think you would need like emergency use, like and it gets shut down. And not that it's the same thing, but like we went to a Notre Dame game, and one of my friends was like, as soon as the game starts, you're not going to have any service, any internet, any phone. I'm like, what? And as soon as it got busy, nothing, because there's so many people trying to do stuff that it goes dead.
That's crazy.
So like, what if you needed
still,
to? It's almost scary. Like we carry these phones around, but if everybody's got to make a phone call at the same time, nobody's going to get a phone call.
Yeah. So, Xavier, 9/11 for you. What do you think? Anything you want to add on that? I mean, I know you weren't born yet. I mean, you were just a twinkle in your mother's eye, or whatever. I don't know how it works, but whatever it is, you were a twinkle.
You were just a twinkle. You were a twinkle in the dorm room.
So, what do you have to say? Anything?
One word.
I don't know.
Oh, come on. You've got a little bit more to say.
I guess you got to live through it.
Not saying he enjoys it, but he likes to learn about it. He always, every year, wants to see the shows and learn about it.
Well, there's something on there. I just started watching something on Netflix. I can't remember what it was, but it started off with like some CIA group that went down after 9/11 and started like doing all this stuff to find like Osama bin Laden or whatever.
Yeah.
I only started like the first like 20 minutes of it, so I'm gonna try to finish it though.
Yeah.
So it was like the whole like what happened after that to go
Okay.
and like
To go find
you
out
know,
Osama bin Laden. Yeah. Yeah. So, speaking of movies, though, we'll transition from that. We'll kind of go. Very excited. Netflix. Have you ever seen U-571?
the submarine movie.
Yes.
No.
With Matthew McConaughey. Fantastic movie. It's on Netflix right now.
Isn't it old?
It's older. It's not like it's not old, but you know, I mean,
Well, how old?
probably 15 years. I want to say maybe something like that.
That's
Early
pretty,
2000s.
That's pretty old.
That's not old. Shut
That's
up.
pretty old,
It's
dude.
not. Shut up.
15 years ago. That's pretty old. But no, I've never seen it. So I don't know if I'm a big submarine movie guy.
It's really good.
So
It
look
really
how
is.
excited Xavier is. Like, he's so excited.
He's tired. He's not. My kid needs sleep. So especially with school and all that, he got up at 6:30. The buses. Oh my gosh, I gotta go over the buses. How the buses been going for your kid? Your kids. I mean, they're both on the same one now.
Good, but today there was no football practice for JV, so
Yeah.
my son came home on the bus,
Okay.
and the bus driver, my son came. I was on the porch working at the computer out, and he goes, oh, "The bus driver didn't know who I was." I'm like, "Well, because this is the first time you've ever taken the bus home."
Yeah. Oh, it's a different driver for home.
No, it's the same guy. Because
Oh.
I asked him, I was like, "The same guy?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's the same guy." He said, "Well, he's never had to drop you off, so when you were on the bus, he was probably like."
Who are you?
Because he only picks up and then never stops again. So
Yeah.
it was kind of funny. But other than that, it's been pretty good.
Okay. Well, ours has been crazy.
Isn't
So
your bus driver your family member?
it's Xavier's
Or
bus.
it was once?
So Natalie has my father for a bus driver.
Yes.
Xavier doesn't. And so Xavier, so the first day of school. So here's how it went.
Oh,
First day of
because
school.
she's in elementary?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Xavier going for junior high school because
Yep.
he's ninth grade now. So I can say high school, I guess. But the bus driver, his usual time is like 7:15 pickup. So we knew it was a new year. So
Yep.
you always go out a little bit earlier. Well, the first day, did you miss the bus the first day?
No.
Almost. You almost missed it. He went out at like
Oh.
7:10, and the bus driver was just pulling up as
Okay.
he walked out the door. So he just made the first one. Second day though, so you're like, okay, we got to maybe be there at 7:05, right? You know, give him 5 more minutes, be ready. He's ready to go at he's like waiting around. It's just like a minute before 7. It was 7. No, he didn't show up at 7:04. Did he?
It's 7:04.
You got
Oh.
7:04?
The guy came at 7:04 this time, and
How many more people do they pick up, or do they pick you up?
The guy missed every.
Do they make
No,
a lot of
that was
stops?
the next day. The next day he came at 7 o'clock.
Will you shoot? Good talk.
Sorry.
There you go. Yeah.
He came at 7 o'clock, and there was this girl at the street over, like standing at the edge of her driveway. He
Yeah.
just zoomed past. He
Whoa.
went straight past her.
Did anybody on the bus say, like, I think you're supposed to pick
People
her up?
were calling saying the bus just went by,
Oh my
and
God.
like his one buddy was sitting there not even up yet. He was still in bed.
Yeah.
But his sister got
If
out.
I was the bus driver, I would probably pick up kids that weren't even going to that school. They would be calling the bus
wasn't.
guy saying, "They just picked up my kid and he doesn't even go to that school." I'd be like, "I don't know."
It's like a 65-year-old walking in the morning for help, and he picked him up. Get on the bus right now.
I was gonna drive the bus. I was gonna take a job driving the bus. 'Cause
They
I was
need
like,
people.
I was like, I could wake up in the morning, I could do that,
Yeah.
then I can come home and do my work, and then I just go back and do the bus thing again, then come home. So I actually took the bus.
But-
I actually test drove the bus, which was
Oh, did
super
you?
cool. I did. They had a thing at the junior high.
Okay.
And it's like there was a pamphlet that came home, so I was dropping. What did I do? I dropped the kids off for something over there,
Yeah.
for baseball or something. And I saw the bus there, and they were waiting. I said, "You know, I'm gonna go drive the bus." I showed up, and I was like, "Is this where you drive the bus?" And the guy was like, "Yeah." And it was actually my son's bus driver. Tammy was
Okay.
the bus driver there, like to go for the ride. And I was like, "Where is everybody?" They're like, "You're the only one." I was like, "Come on." I was like, I expected to be a
Were they
line here.
whining and dining you to please sign up?
So we just
please
like
sign up.
we just like cruised around the school grounds,
Yeah.
like drove around, whatever. But it was super cool. I was like, oh, I could do this all day. I was like,
Yeah.
I could drive this thing all
The,
day.
the one I have to say one thing though. My
I would
dad.
love to pick kids up and then be like my son's friends, and they would like I would hit the button, and the door would open. They'd be like, oh no,
Gotta be here.
And
Yeah,
like, like get on the bus. Be great.
Like my dad picks up. It's like the middle school and high school kids. He's like, honestly, they're better than the elementary kids because they all bring their AirPods, their headphones, and they're on their phones, and they don't say a word.
It's a different world. Like when the bus comes by and I see like actually all buses that I see these days, I see every single bus, and it's not like the buses back in the day because like the kids are totally just sedated, probably with their phones. and
Yeah.
iPad.
Yeah.
When we were kids, oh my god, if you got like behind the bus, Dude, we were like trying to like throw up signals and like write things on paper and like like bus drivers pulling over. I just got a call on the radio. What'd you write on that piece of paper? Yeah. So it was like, because we had nothing to entertain ourselves. We just had other traffic to entertain ourselves with. So, it was pretty good.
Yeah. So some horror stories that my father, not even horror, but just what he's kind of had is when he first. The one thing is like to sign up to be a bus driver is it's not easy to pass the test.
Like the driving test?
The driving test.
Yeah.
He said, I mean, he had...
Well, I think it's different for bus driver because it's not just like commercial license, it's bus. So it's like totally different.
You got to have a background check. You got to have
other guidelines.
I mean, you inspect and go through your bus and you've got to check all different things. And the thing is, when he was doing it, he was telling me that he had like 3 different people teaching him and each one did it just a little bit different where it's like, oh, inspect this. Well, I thought I was supposed to inspect here. No, you don't need to inspect that. So it was like all
kids
back
never
and forth.
climb in the AC vent. Don't look there. That's what they say.
So he said it was that, but he was just telling me that today there were some kids that he's got to sit down and talk to because they're taking these seatbelt straps and going across the middle, so one from one seat, one from the seat across, and they're hooking them together so when people walk through the aisle, they're tripping and falling.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
And so my dad, he was running late because he had to bring a field hockey team. There was a game that he had to bring a team to.
I'd be like, I'm going to pull this bus over right now.
He didn't check. He didn't have time to he got there and everybody just started getting out immediately. He didn't have time to check the aisle and everything. And some girl fell down because the kids put the seatbelts together and he didn't have time to check it. So they're in trouble tomorrow. Good luck, kids.
Nobody wears the seatbelts though, do they?
No,
so, like, what's
you don't
the
have
point
to.
Then? Like,
in case they.
I always wonder. Like, I'm like, nobody straps these on. Like, if you're really bad, maybe you got to put the seatbelt on. You're gonna put the seatbelt on now. Oh no, the seatbelt of shame.
No, not the seatbelt.
I don't know. Bus driver's crazy. My kid's bus driver went off the road once.
Yeah.
And then another parent was like, "Oh, did you hear the bus went in the ditch?" And we're like, "What?
Yeah.
When?" Like slowly, like going around a circle when it was slippery in the winter. And I'm like, "No, like school didn't call or anything." I said to Michael, "I was like, hey, anything happened on bus day?" He's like, "No." Like,
that sounds like my kid.
I'm like, "Are you sure?" I'm like,
really crashed into
nothing crazy. Oh yeah. The bus went in the ditch. I'm like, "What happened?" They're like, "Oh, another bus had to come and had to pull us out of the ditch and do it or not." I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "You stay on the bus the whole time?" He's like, "Yeah, we were on the bus." I'm like, "They didn't take you off and put you on another bus?"
No.
So don't send home a little note like, "Oh, just want to let you know our bus went off the road a little bit. Everybody's okay today." I didn't care. I wasn't gonna
came back live.
I'm gonna call and Karen out and be like, "Nobody called. Oh my god."
That's as long as nobody was. Oh, excuse me. I'm gone. See, I'm
the kids made it off the bus, so they came back from school. It was good. Now if the bus just drove by and there was no kids, I'd be like,
Yeah. Well, that happened one time. Natalie, she had a bus driver, and by accident, he goes down this one road, and it's a one-way, so he has to literally like back up into a side road and turn around. Well, there was a tree branch that was lower than usual.
Oops.
And so as he backed in, he hit that tree branch, and it damaged the whole thing. So Natalie was like 45 minutes late. We're like, what's going on? The thing that made us feel better, though, is she has one of those Gizmo watches through Verizon. So we can track
like,
her and see where she is. Yeah, so we had a rough idea where she is.
Oh my god, the bus driver took her down a dead end.
Yeah, and we were able to. Yeah. So we knew where she was. She called us and told us what was happening. We're like, and so one of us drove down after to make sure.
I guess it's a big deal. Like I watched my neighbor's son get on the bus for the first time for kindergarten.
Okay.
So it's been years since then. We'll get off the bus thing in 5 seconds. But like you forget.
No.
You forget like putting your little he's super little. You know what I mean? Kindergartners are small. Like getting on the bus.
He's pequeño.
They're tiny. No bueno. But like I see him get on and it's scary. Like you know, and the mom helps him get on and then he gets back and helps him off. Now that's a big deal. Like drive kids. It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
What is it?
Xavier, Xavier wants us to take this cut, so we'll move on from the buses. So,
let's go.
If you want to, by the way, if you love what you're hearing and you want to support Bacon on the Rocks, because I know you do.
There you go.
We have a whole, look at that, Xavier's pulling this up. We got a whole page of just different Bacon on the Rocks swag you can get. We got some new shirts. Show one of the new shirts, Xavier. Let's zoom in on that. You can go to shop.bacononthedot.rocks and take a look at what we've got going on here. Right there's the sweatshirt with the new Circle logo. Look at that. Oh, zooming in.
Whoa.
I haven't put in the right year this time. Instead of 2021, I think I did, or whatever. So, yeah, we got some new stuff there, so you can definitely go to the website. Once we get the website, Mike's still got to send me his picture.
There's the element of I'm growing my beard out more for my headshot, so you can give me a couple more days.
A couple more days. Come on, just go like that, and it'll pop right up. Right. Like that.
Couple more days. Couple more days.
So yeah, so you can go to that, and also you can still reach out to us on Facebook, on Instagram, and Twitter. Xavier's trying to find that lower third right now. There it is.
All the social.
You can like and subscribe and follow us.
Methods.
Share with everybody because we've been doing pretty. We've actually had a lot of
Twitter.
people look at our
Twitter
stuff.
name on my lower third.
Yeah,
What
you do.
is
Go
that?
ahead. Pop his.
What is
Go
it?
to him and pop up his lower third. Don't show it with me.
Yeah, don't show it with him.
I'm not like Brucker. Oh! What is that crap?
I think you guys zoomed in too far on me.
Sweet Brooks right there.
Oh, Sweet Brooks, that's what it was.
Yeah, here's Sweet Brooks.
Sweet Bricks or Brooks?
Brooks.
Oh.
That's what you told us. I don't know. Somebody else is getting all your messages. So.
I don't.
What is that? Xavier. Oh yeah, here's Xavier's and watch this. Ready?
Yeah.
His whole little Twitter handle
Look at that.
is. He's not old enough for Twitter. Sorry, we're not big on social media for kids.
That would be a good handle though. Yeah,
not old enough for Twitter because Twitter's not a thing anymore, anyways. So.
It's not Twitter now. It's X.
I know.
They took Xavier's.
I know. This is old graphics again.
Twitter.
We had no time to get anything prepared.
Also,
we
it's
were
the X
shooting
logo.
from the
It's
hip.
the X. How about I never got notifications on my iPad about Twitter until it turned to X.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden
It
one
just
morning
was-
I woke up and it was X X X X X X X. I was like,
You're
what
like,
the
what
heck
did
is
I
X?
get into?
No, I didn't even know what it was. I was like, what is X? And I had to like. So then I like went online and I checked it and I'm like, wait a minute, what is this? It's X.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is this Twitter? So I typed in, is Twitter now called X? Because I was totally like
Yeah, like
freaked
oh
out.
crap,
I wasn't in the know.
Yeah.
So and I like Elon Musk and I'm a big like fan of like whatever.
Yeah,
he's
you're gonna
trying to
get
do.
yourself a Tesla.
Yeah, it's tough because
I like them, but not enough to get a Tesla.
if you supercharge the Tesla all the time, the battery goes bad.
Quick.
And if you charge it at home, you get like 2 miles an hour,
Yeah.
3 miles an hour. So like
It's.
I'm like doing the math. I'm like, man, I don't sleep a lot.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm in bed for 12 hours and gonna wake up with some charge.
Yeah.
I need to it's got to be a little bit faster than that.
Yeah.
So
Well, and then you're paying $10,000 to put a supercharger in your house, right?
I would love to. I would
love.
love to put a supercharger. I would love to put supercharging stations on my property. And then just like when people come up, like, hey man, you want a car wash? $5. Like,
I'll wash your car, vacuum the rugs.
Just chat with people. Hey man, where you from? You come in my supercharger? My special supercharger. Yeah. We got
Meet it.
food. We got food.
Me
We
and
got,
my
we got bacon on the rocks gear.
That's right.
Hey man,
everything.
you want to check out these
No, you
Bacon
got
on the
hair
Rocks
comb.
shirts?
Are you kidding me? Hair comb's got to be there.
Sell combs.
Yeah.
We do it all.
That's
Maybe
right.
get people on the podcast, interview them.
That's right.
Right? What do you think
I
of
know.
Tesla?
Made car wash.
Car wash would be good. Fundraiser car wash for Bacon on the Rocks.
We need a studio, please help. Oh my
Bacon.
gosh.
Yes. Help
I,
us.
I feel like that guy
Help
from
us in the studio.
what is it? The koala from Sing when he fails on
Oh,
the.
yeah.
And so he loses the theater and he's like, okay, I got to go to just being so he became a sponge and they're like washing him with the.
Oh yeah.
I forgot what his name was, but it was the koala guy.
That was.
So there
that
I
was
am, right
Matthew,
there.
That wasn't
the
that Matthew
failure.
McConaughey.
Was
Wasn't he
it?
the koala?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'm pretty sure. Or he was somebody else, maybe. I think
Might have
he
been
was the
someone
koala.
else. I don't know who was. The
I
koala.
think he was the koala.
So. Okay, I got to bring this up because that what?
I don't know. I'm waiting.
Oh,
See what
we're going to the food thing we were talking
He's
about.
waiting for instruction.
Prices at a local fast food restaurant
Oh,
have
yeah.
increased.
Oh, you gotta have the like the news. The news.
Do I
thing,
have that? Wait.
You know.
Oh, that's it right there. Look at that.
There
First
you
try.
go, see?
There's, we got breaking news here, everybody. Oh, Xavier's got it up there. So, if you've been at all visiting your local McDonald's and, usually you have
And
a
I'm
certain
pretty-
meal you get,
I
right?
think the beverage thing is like a big thing for people too.
It was.
Right?
It was
Right?
nice.
Like
yeah.
it's, like that's big. Like I've actually gone there just for the beverage before because
Yeah.
I know it's only $1.
I know.
But-
Well, it's
but-
changed.
But
So now, if you go to McDonald's, it is now $1.29 for any size, small, medium,
Yeah.
large Coke, whatever you're doing there. And so I noticed that because I had a little thing I was doing. I was still able to get a whole meal at McDonald's when I wanted to for under $5, believe it or not.
yeah, the $5 fan deal.
No.
What meal
No,
were
no,
you
no,
getting?
no, no,
What were you
no, no.
doing? What was your
So,
secret
The secret was you can get 2 McDoubles
for $3.50?
for $3.50,
And then a soda.
and then you use the app and you get a free medium fry.
Oh.
And then you got the soda for $1. It came out to like $4.50, or no, I'm sorry, $4.95, $4.94, something like that.
So
Just
it's all
under
your, it's all
$5.
your fault.
So, well, hey, not my fault.
You
Well,
cut
maybe
the
it is
news
my
now.
fault. I don't know. But now it went up $1.29, so now it's like $5.20
Right, they probably
something.
said, how is this guy?
How's
Chuck,
Chuck
how is this guy
screwed us
getting
over?
a meal for under $5? I thought we said no.
So
It's expensive though. Like
it's
fast food.
going out
honestly,
anywhere. It's almost the same as if you were going to a restaurant.
I'm happy to say that we've eaten at home for like 2 weeks straight.
Yeah.
Like
It's hard
so,
to yeah.
Well, we did have pizza last night, but
Oh.
it was at home. But everything's been cooked at home.
Yeah.
Lunches, like I'm a big fan of going out for lunch. I do work and I want to go out to lunch. I like
Yeah.
to take a little break and get
Yep.
out of the house and do whatever. And so now I've been eating home. So
Mhm.
basically I'm eating at work.
Yeah.
So it works. I guess.
It works. It worked.
But I feel better and I didn't spend all the money.
Yeah.
Taco Bell is super expensive these days.
Everything is.
So-
Everything is, dude.
Are the-
I mean,
are
it's
the-
almost worth it going out to
Are
eat.
the beverages the only thing that went up in McDonald's, or are there
can't-
other things?
I don't know. All I know is for what I was doing, I know that the soda definitely went up.
They're probably getting pinched hard though. Like you
There
gotta think,
there
like,
was
the
an
people,
article.
the people that sell them like the cups and the lids and the straws, like
yeah.
it's all happening. Like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like their cups aren't as cheap as they used to be.
Mhm.
And at some point, somebody was like, you know what? We're gonna have to charge 29.
Coke was like, guess what?
29 more cents. If you
Yeah.
want to give everybody a straw, we better charge 29 more cents,
Yeah.
or don't give them a straw. Right?
Don't
I
give
know.
us a straw then. Forget it. I'll
Oh,
just
their
sip
straws
out
are
of
so
it.
nice. They're so fat. You know what I
That's
mean?
what makes it worse. They need to
That
drink
fat,
more.
That fat straw is like
Yeah.
perfect, right?
I know. They've got the science down. They've definitely got the science down.
Oh.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Xavier found something. What is this? What is going on, Xavier? Read
Big
it.
Mac price is up 7%. Fries is up to nearly 25%. Come on. The McChicken is up nearly 28%.
What
Probably was
are we
chicken.
doing here? He's sitting there showing. So, despite these price hikes, Dave, it look who the heck
Yahoo,
is
look,
Dave?
Yahoo Finance.
Where are we
right
getting
there.
this? Oh, Dave. Okay. So yeah, McDonald's is wildly
Menu
overpriced.
prices
yeah.
to offset rising operational costs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so-
because everybody makes $40 an hour. Then.
Oh, the other
Yeah.
thing. Oh, this is what made me. So the article I found, McDonald's is planning to get rid of all of these self-serve soda machines. So now you can't just go and get refills whenever you want. Those are going away. That's what made me realize that was going on. So I noticed it's $1.29 for Coke, and they are going to be getting rid and phasing out all the self-serve soda machines.
It's where like people like keeping their cups and then just pulling up and going inside and refilling.
Seriously, one day I was at McDonald's. And I saw a guy come in with a cup. That's all he did. He
I
filled
saw
it
it
up.
the other day. I saw two dudes get out of the car, walked in, and they both had like the large cup.
Yep.
And then they came out, and I was like, "Those dudes just pulled in."
They didn't even go to the counter. They
I was
went
like,
to the soda machine.
those dudes just pulled in. So either they
Yeah.
ordered their food and they were like driving and said, "Oh, let's go back and get a refill," or they just had those cups and just like filled up.
I think
so
it's
maybe that's
the later,
they could be
the
kind of
latter there, because that's what happened. I was there, and some guy literally I saw him pulled up his car, walked past all the registers, went to the machine, filled up his cup, and I go, no way.
You would have
and
to
then walked
ask
out.
for like the fine print. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to ask. Like, is it there's got to be somewhere, right? One refill, refills per customer, per visit, per whatever. But
When you visit, you got to get a new cup. You can't sit there and take one. Which
it's not like
you know,
they just post that on the soda machine. You know what I mean?
I know, but
Well, Disney's bad. Disney, you got to have like the special cup with the RFID chip to get any soda.
I'm not. Dude,
You'll starve there.
I'm done with Disney.
You'll starve there.
Everything they're doing. Oh my gosh, food, everything. It's just crazy all around. Pricing and everything there. So
We went to Disney when we went to Orlando the last time,
Mhm.
and our original Disney trip was like a whole inclusive, like everything, blah 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 blah. And it was just like so ridiculous because I didn't really enjoy the food and like
Yeah.
soda. And then we went to Orlando and just went to Disney
Mhm.
and like had a hotel. I was like, wow, like Disney is so much more pleasurable when I'm not so worried about like eating there with my
Yeah.
meal plan.
Yep.
So it was kind of nice.
So Disney. We did like 1 or 2 meals when we went to Disney. When the kid, Xavier, what was it, 5 years ago? Something like that. It was a while ago.
Cheese chuck.
And
You know
we-
what? I think
we
you
did it
should
real
change
cheap.
I think you should change the episode to getting old. Bacon on the
It's
rocks.
not old.
Bacon on the rocks. It's getting old.
It's not getting old.
15-year-old movies.
Whatever.
You're talking about all kinds of old stuff. I was like, what was that, Xavier, last week? And Xavier's like, no, Dan, that's 10 years ago.
No, that's not even where it went. No. Anyways, what do you find in it, Xavier?
I don't know.
So speaking of food, I want to stay on this food topic. Xavier, why don't you pull up that website we were talking about? So I've been wanting to do this for a bit. So what I want us to do is, yes.
I'm not doing any one.
What is it called? It's
challenges or
called
anything.
Willy Wacky. Wait, what is it?
Willy Wonka.
WillyWacky.com.
Where are you
And-
going? Oh, WillyWacky.com.
Snacks.
WillyWacky.com is
Snacks.
what it's called.
Snacks. Willy Wacky
Pringles.
snacks.
Pringles paprika.
There's no snacks in the
There's
domain name.
Oh well, none.
No, we're going to WillyWacky.com, and if you go there, they have a ton
What
of
is that?
snacks
Whoa,
from
go back.
other countries. Yeah, Xavier, slow down
Lay's
here.
pure. Jeez, what the heck, man?
So we've got Lay's
Main
Kam from Thailand. I don't know what that is.
Wow. Lay's hot chili squid.
Yeah, squid's like a thing that, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They got some wild ones here.
I like this here, Lay's Pure Spice China. Look at, I like the picture.
Lay's curry stew,
Oh,
Taiwan.
pork, what's that? Pork dumpling? Lay's curry
Where's
stew?
that? Pork dumpling.
I don't know. It says pork. Doesn't it say pork?
Pringles, scorched and spicy strips.
The one right in the top of the middle says pork. Doesn't it say pork?
Oh
something
yeah,
on there?
it's like
This is like pork dumpling. Look. Let's say pork curry.
Pork
pork curry.
Okay. I was like, what are you doing? Yeah, it didn't say that on the labeling, but
Really? I'm gonna order some
I
of
think
these things.
we're gonna order a few of these things. So what I would like to do is each of us are gonna pick either a chip. Now you can go
Ooh.
from the chips. This is just the chips.
Look at Doritos.
Go down to the drop down.
Doritos spicy anal. Did you see that?
What? Definitely not that. We are not getting that.
That's what it said.
So they've got candies, they've got drinks, they got go to the cereal one. The cereal one was quite interesting. Some of these.
Snoop.
They got Snoop Dogg, Snoop Dogg,
Snoop.
Snoop Cinnamon Toasties,
Yeah, eat some of my cereal.
Tim Hortons
Snizzle.
apple fritter. That sounds normal. Captain Crunch.
Snizzle, my nizzle.
Wait, why is
No.
peanut butter crunch?
sold out.
That's Canada.
It's
Why?
Canadian.
What's
I
the
don't know.
difference? No.
Timbits. Get me some
Timbits!
Timbits.
Xavier Timbits.
They're
Give us
sold
some-
out.
Give us some
Yeah, the
Cinnabon.
cereal sell out really fast. and so do the
Minecraft. Oh,
chips.
the Minecraft cereal is terrible. I had it already. The Creeper
Where's
Crunch.
it from though?
It's from here.
Limited
Oh,
edition.
it's just okay.
Creeper
That's
Crunch.
why. Okay.
Everything
They're
everything is
not
sold out for
sold
cereal.
Yeah. Cereal. Okay. Let's see what else there is.
Yeah,
It's
go
all
ahead.
sold out. That's no
Go
more
back.
fun.
That's good.
Uh,
No, we
drinks?
just
Snacks. Go to
chips.
snacks. Go to
What's
snacks.
next?
Snacks. Maybe candy bars. Let's see.
Yep.
Hold on. Go slow.
Okay. So
Kit Kat chocolatory lemon. Oreos.
chocolatory
passion
lemon,
fruit.
chocolatory lemon from Brazil.
Chocolatory.
Let's see here.
Lots of
Brazil, Brazil.
chocolatory.
Keep going down.
That's a Kit Kat. That chocolate.
There's Kit Kat is a lot. Here's another Kit Kat. Kit Kat salt lemon minis
Oh,
from
Japan.
Japan. Yep.
Wow.
So I don't know. This place has got a lot of cool stuff. So I think we got to go through. But what I want to do is, whoever's out there watching, we're gonna have one person select a snack. So you got to go to it. What's the website again, Xavier? Just so they have it.
And we're gonna order
Wacky
it.
or WillyWacky.com.
Willy-
We're gonna order it.
WillyWacky.com.
We're gonna order it.
We'll order it
Okay.
if they got to message us. So send it in our messages on Facebook, or you can leave a message on the phone.
And if you don't message
Call in
us,
right
Yeah,
now.
call in right now. If anybody's watching live right now, is anybody watching live? I don't know if
I
you are.
don't know. I'll
If you are,
check.
but Xavier's going to put the number up. If you can call in right now live, we will order whatever it is
Yeah,
you
tell us
want.
what you
One item. One item. We will order that,
Call.
and we will try it for you, and we will let you know how it is. And you know what? Maybe we'll order two, and we'll send one to you. I don't know. Depends on
watch.
how nice they
We're
are.
gonna get hooked on like.
So
we're gonna get hooked on some Japanese Doritos.
it's going to be some shrimp thing, and I'm not going to be happy about that.
It's just a flavor. It's just a flavor.
I
So,
know,
like,
but shrimp? I'm not a fan of
I love shrimp
no.
and seafood. And
No.
all that stuff.
I
Squid,
agree.
the squid lays. I would.
The
tear those
squid,
up all
even
day.
that. Oh, come on.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Xavier's got to try it too. I can't wait to
What?
see
No,
this.
I am not trying.
You are
no,
trying.
We know
no.
what you're eating, Chuck. You were talking about get the free coupons on the app, and I don't even buy McDonald's on the app. So
I don't buy it on
when
the
the lady says to me, "Will you be using the app today?" I'm just like,
Yes.
Yes.
I'm like,
I save money.
if I'm in the drive-through,
Yeah.
I'm ordering from you, lady. Like, what do you think? I'm gonna go on the app and then come to the drive-through?
No, that's not what you do.
I know that's how it works, but I'm just saying.
It's not how it works. No, what you said is not how it
Yeah,
works.
because she said you were using the app today.
Are you using the app and then you just read the code like 0125?
Right, but you put your order on the app,
No,
and then you tell her the code, and then she
No.
pulls up the thing.
that is not it at
Oh,
all.
listen, I'm glad I don't use it.
You go in there, you go to rewards or
Nope.
deals.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Well, I'm telling you what you do. So you go on, you use rewards or deals, and then you look through, and it's like, oh, look, you can get a medium fry for
I
free if you
deleted. I
spend $2.
deleted the app.
So you sit there and you check that. Then it goes, okay, would you like to do it at the store? So you do it at the store, and then it just gives you 4 numbers to read. You read it, and then there you go. They
No,
apply
it says, would you like a medium heart attack? Yes. And would you like 911 to show up at the drive-thru? Yes.
No.
And then that's what it is. So that's what we're trying to do. So I'm glad I don't use the app. They're baiting you. They're baiting you with extra free fat.
You know what we should do? We should get a mystery box from here.
I saw that there was the mystery
No,
box.
because they're gonna put all the stuff nobody orders in there. I don't like the mystery. I don't like the mystery.
$20
box.
bucks. Well, I wonder what that.
How about the large?
It's
How
small.
much for the large?
Yeah, how much is the large there? $76.
Then you get free shipping. See?
What?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then you know what? If you get the small and it's not free shipping, it still costs $76 bucks
Yeah.
in the
If
end.
we get the large box, we'd be able to eat one thing all year for the remainder of the podcast episodes.
I know.
What are we gonna open today?
Yeah, what's
Ooh.
other?
Ooh, teasers.
Mike and I.
Mike and Ike Blast Candle? That's a candle.
Ooh.
It's not even food. It's a candle.
Oh. What's the frost? Cinnadust? I like that. Cinnadust frosting. Cinnadust. What's that Reese's thing? Reese's peanut butter chocolate candle.
No, we
What
smelled
the
that. We smelled that at the store, and it wasn't.
Ooh, Twizzler candle. I would do that one. green apple Jolly Rancher candle.
Dunkaroos.
Oh, they just have the frosting of Dunkaroos.
That's just the
I'll
same
take,
as.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Does that say Betty Crocker?
Yeah. So
Wendy's chili with beans in a can?
Ew.
No. That just...
Oh,
That just
no,
looks
the one chip
terrible.
challenge is gone.
No more one chip challenge. You saw that, right? Like
yeah, some kid.
Yeah, some kid. Yeah, that's not good, man.
Yeah, that wasn't.
I don't
that
like
wasn't
messing
ideal.
around with that. Like, why would people want to eat that anyway?
I don't know. I am not.
I'm not a big
definitely
hot fan.
spicy food.
I'm not a big hot fan.
I don't mind it.
I like
burning
hot.
my
I like
mouth,
hot. Like,
No.
you know, I like a little bit of crushed pepper on my pasta or something, but I don't like anything that's like in a bottle and it says it's
Yeah.
Oh.
but Mike's
Well,
talking. I was gonna
yeah.
say.
you know, I don't want any special
Yeah.
blow up juice.
I'm not.
Just saying.
I'm not a fan
I'm
of
just-
anything spicy at all.
I worked with a guy that made his own stuff,
Mm-hmm.
so I called him Dan the Pepper Man,
Okay.
and that's all he talked about was peppers. And he had ghost peppers, and he had these peppers, and he was talking about some special peppers he was getting imported and all
Yeah.
this other stuff. And
Yep.
him and his wife made pepper bread, and they were grinding up the peppers, and the pepper dust
The
was
pepper
burning,
with the
was,
pepper.
was like getting in their pores and burning their skin. I was like,
oh
what?
my gosh! What? Ooh.
So yeah, so he brought some pepper one time to a job that we were on in Thousand Islands, and him and some guy that worked there because we were there for weeks and
Okay.
weeks working on his job, and him and some other guy were talking about peppers. Like, I'll bring my pepper next time. I'll bring my
No,
pepper.
no, don't bring your
I'll bring
pepper.
my pepper jelly next time I come, or whatever they're talking about. I don't
Oh
know,
jeez.
pepper bread. So he brought it up, and I literally just touched the chip to the stuff, like literally
Yeah.
touched it. Not even a ballpoint pen size, right?
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
Just touch the chip.
Just-
and then I ate it. I literally had to go upstairs and
Oh,
yeah, I was
gosh,
dying.
no.
I was like at the vending machine getting milk. It was that hot. And the guy that was there to try the stuff, he took a big old scoop of it,
Oh.
like big scoop.
It's like when
Right.
you're foolish about wasabi.
And he ate it,
Yeah.
and we never saw the guy again.
Dun dun dun.
I
Wait,
swear to
do I have
God.
it? Dun dun dun.
No.
Yep,
Nope.
that's done.
But
No,
we
that's
never
not done.
saw the guy. So we were there for like another few weeks. We never saw the guy again. I
Wow.
think he died. Because I literally was laying in bed
Yeah.
hours and hours later, and I was like, it was so bad.
Oh my god, I couldn't.
Yeah.
No.
And this guy was like, yeah, I'll try it. He scooped the big scoop, and he ate it, and I could see on his face.
Yeah.
He was like going into cardiac arrest as he was eating
Oh
it,
my gosh.
and then he disappeared. He was like, "I'll be right back."
And he never.
He was gone.
Ugh, no, I.
I should call that hotel and check on. Be like, "Hey,
Yeah, call him now.
Where's the
Yeah, it's
guy?
only been years. Did he
I'm
die?
curious." Yeah.
So, one last thing I want to touch on, and we'll get a little bit of sports in here. Aaron Rodgers
Yeah.
done for the season.
So the MRI came back.
Yeah, I know, right?
Sorry.
That's what happens when you
The
record.
MRI came back, and he did tear his ACL, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. He's done.
That's stinky.
They still won. That's a good thing.
How
but
old is Aaron Rodgers now? He's pretty old.
He's not old. He's young. I don't
My
know.
kid said, "Oh, Dad, that's your lookalike." That's what he said last night. I was like, "No, I don't like Aaron Rodgers." I said, "We're probably."
A little. Yeah, I can see
I said,
a little bit.
"We're probably
A
the
little
same.
bit.
We're probably the same age." I was like, "How many plays do you think I'd make it?"
Xavier, pull up an Aaron Rodgers
How old
picture.
do you
after.
think he is?
He's
40,
like late
41.
40s. or-
41.
39.
Oh, 30.
Oh wow. Okay.
Sorry, Aaron. But
Yeah.
I told I said
Pull up a picture. We want to put. I mean, I wish we could do this side by side with Mike here. That'd be
I
great.
said to my son, I says, "How many plays can I make it through in the NFL? You think?" He said 10.
Oh yeah.
I was like, "Wow." I was like,
Get a
I
close up.
thought you'd say like 0.
There you go. Yeah, something like that.
No.
Okay, let's.
Maybe more beard. You got more beard?
You
somewhere?
can do the side by side switcher on the
the
switcher.
darker beard.
You can do
darker
half and
beard?
half
Go with the darker beard.
with
maybe.
the. Make sure Mike is pre in there, and then you
Maybe
go to
the
side
one where
swipe.
he's like really looking like a bum. No.
Go to go to swipe or slide or something like that, and then. There you go. Wait. Okay. Now you got to get the.
Oh, wrong side though.
Yeah, I don't know if it's
See?
gonna work. You gotta.
No.
Yeah.
I have too much beard going on now.
Yeah.
No, he's got a totally different nose.
There's a little bit. Your eyes kind of match a little bit.
And then
So,
another guy-
anyways, okay, you can get out of that.
I didn't even. The sad thing is when we were watching that game, I was like, "Oh," and they were talking about him, and I was like,
Yeah.
he plays for the Jets." I didn't even know. I didn't even know. I didn't even know when they happened.
That I
when
did
did that?
know.
I'm like, when did that happen?
Not too long ago, actually, it finally got finalized. So it wasn't too long ago. Maybe a month or so.
I'm so bad.
Xavier's like, oh, that's me. Oh, wait.
I attend and I follow so much youth sports
Yeah,
that I've lost touch with all like adulting and
Yeah,
like
I
you
know.
know adult sports and like Super Bowl. Whatever. We used to have Super Bowl
You're
parties.
you're a little,
Yeah,
yeah.
Super Bowl parties here
Yeah.
back in the day
Yeah, we
when
did.
the kids were little.
Yep.
That's what I thought.
Yep. we got
Xavier was
pictures of
like,
that.
no. Xavier was like, no, we didn't know Super Bowl.
No, we did. Absolutely did.
We
So
did. Chuck would make all kinds of fancy stuff.
no, Donna,
Chloe
don't give
Dixon.
me. Donna would be making it.
That
all.
was yummy. That was good stuff.
Donna's fantastic at making stuff. Yes.
Tell Donna we want to have a Super Bowl party this year.
That's fine. You
We'll
can
do
come.
We'll do it. Xavier's like, oh,
Chris-
hell no.
Chris comes over
Xavier's
too.
like, no. He's like, no.
Sometimes Chris, sometimes Eric comes over. You know, depends on what's going on. So yeah, we'll invite
It's just
you.
for the food. Maybe we'll go live podcast on Super Bowl Sunday. We're live in the Super Bowl Sunday podcast. We can have the bacon bowl. Like they have the puppy bowl.
God.
We gotta flip
we
bacon.
gotta
with
like flip
bacon.
bacon. We gotta do
The
some bacon
bowl.
strips.
Yeah, we can
away.
like make this table a huge field and like you gotta like fling bacon. And we can like broadcast it. Dude, it'd be sick.
It would be
Right.
fantastic. The bacon
Right?
bowl.
Extra crispy goes 50 yards.
Oh my God. He will go all the way.
That's
Yeah. So.
Soggy bacon tore his ACL. He's out. He's out.
Okay. I think we're
The
gonna
bacon
enter
bowl.
it.
I like this.
Okay. Well, we'll develop it further.
The bacon bowl.
We'll talk about this.
It
So,
also sounds like a food.
yeah, it does.
I
Just
love
a bowl of
bacon.
bacon.
Relax.
Yeah, look at that. Thanks, Bart Simpson. It's gone already. Okay, so
Oh, it's back.
anyways, let's. Yeah,
He's wearing
so,
that drippy bacon on the rocks gear too. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, there it is. He doesn't leave it up for longer than 3
Yeah.
seconds. Like, oh,
Yeah, look at that.
Okay.
Nice part. Okay. Anyways, everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you're watching on the live stream, be sure to check out Bacon on the Rocks.
and don't forget to chime in about what you want us to buy from the.
Yeah, well, I don't know if we're gonna do it. I mean,
Snapchat.
yeah, we'll hold there for a little bit longer here as somebody reaches out to us on that. Be sure to go give us if you want to give us a call. Xavier, let's pop up that. There you go. You can call us at 315-728-9151 and leave us a voicemail or a message anytime during the show. If not, you can check us on all of our social media platforms at follow, like, subscribe at Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. I'm Chuck. This is Mike and Xavier, and we're out.
Holy macaroni.
Okay, we're clear.
Yeah.